in a certain kind of awareness that makes us neglectful. You see, we specialize in more or less briefly concentrated, pinpoint attention. We look at this and we look at that. And as a result of that, we leave out of our everyday consciousness one amazing beauty of experience that we never see at all. And on the other hand, the very deep thing, the sense of our basic identity, unity with, oneness with the total process of being. See, because we are staring, as it were, at certain features of the landscape, we don't see the background.
It's Tony Robbins. Listen, I've spent the last 43 years now working with people all over the world in 100 countries to show them how they can improve their lives. I'm obsessed with this question of what makes the difference in the quality of people's lives. You know, why is it that so many people have a story about why it didn't work, and that very few people have the actual results? Well, the answer is you need to tap into a consistent system to get you to act consistently. And how have we done that throughout history? Well, if you look at history, most people did it through some form of mentorship. If you were going to go for mastery,
And because we get fascinated with, you know, I could go into details of this shell, as I said, and put myself in the mind of a conch or whatever it is that lives in this thing. And to say, that's not so hot, that one. Like that, see? And so,
All right.
I wouldn't see
Oh,
it as a thing.
shit. No, man.
But when I look at it like this, when anybody looks at it like that, we say, oh my God.
Fuck's sakes.
Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous?
It's a beautiful day to be alive. We give thanks to the ancestors for the miracle they bequeathed us. We vow to not
Bequeathed.
squander this hitherto
Who the fuck
unimaginable
says bequeathed?
opportunity. Meaning way.
That's fucking wild. That is wild. Get it, dude. Come on. Nobody works like David in this house. Quit washing his balls. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? Fuck. You don't know me, son. That's so annoying. Okay. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? And the logs. All right. Oh, pineapple down.
Is a side effect of meaning.
Pineapple down. We got a pineapple down here. Pineapple down. All right. Let's get it going. Oh, it's over? We're gonna replay. That's good. Hope everyone's good. We're getting things started. Letting more people know that we are alive, eating pizza and playing games. Eating pizza, playing games. Real time. Live feed viewers. Total viewers. All right, we're live. And
Architect of the Meaning Wave universe.
hit. What up, y'all? I'm just about to play some wanted to say Skyrim for some reason.
Do you want grace? Well, ask God. Maybe he'll give it to you. And the theologian will tell you, yes, God gives his grace freely.
That's good stuff. So we got spinach, pineapple, what else? Fuck. Bacon. Yeah. Just got out of the shower.
The bread and wine, the body and blood of Christ, and there is the grace right there. And it's given by these simple physical means so that it's very easily and readily available. Well, a lot of people got baptized.
Yep.
And it doesn't always take.
Yep.
People fall from
Go to the gym. Do it.
Why do they?
Good to see you.
You see, we're just talking about
I'm only like
but we put it
I'm side questing.
but it's the same problem. How can I
I'm side questing. The real stream is over here.
problem? The second problem is
Did I get dropped from For You already? No. We're good. We're good.
do you want grace? Do you want grace?
Yo, what up, Natasha? Thanks for tapping that screen. We're just chilling out. Side questing actually right now. I got 2 streams running. I got TikTok over here, YouTube over here, but YouTube is very slow. So
Which will put yourself under your own control. Into the control.
it's good. I'm almost done the pizza.
If you don't believe in the Christian kind of a God,
I got a 12-inch medium pan. No, not pan. Thin crust. I didn't ask for thin crust, but they gave me thin crust because they're cheap.
Behind the ego, there is the Atman, the inner self,
Hmm.
the inward light, as Quakers would call it, the real self, the spirit, which is substantially identical with God.
I'm actually streaming on YouTube as well. So I'm
Got to meditate in
just
such a way that you
kind of side questing right now. I'm about to play my game.
How do you do that?
But thanks for popping in.
Well, you
How was your day?
watching
How was your day?
thoughts very carefully, watching your feelings, watching your emotions, so that you begin to
I got a nice setup going on in the YouTube land. I'm gonna get this camera nice and close so that it can detect my voice, so it doesn't drop me from the For You page. Something I learned today, actually, is that if you don't talk, it drops you, which is kind of lame. By the way, I did this, the Scales of Justice. I did it with this tattoo gun right here, by myself. Kind of messy, but this whole piece was me, so can't go wrong for free ink, right? Yeah, it's not bad. It's a little shaky, but I'll clean it up. Shading looks good. Shading looks good, man. Wow, I need like an Advil or something. Yeah, it's not bad. Like, it's not perfect, but it's self-done. Actually, this whole arm is self-done. This was self-done. Talk about ouch. Oh, thanks for tapping the screen. I like the fine lines back here, and the lighting is it's good. It's good, but it's very shaky. But it's also imperfect, which is like, it's like life. Life isn't perfect, so I don't care if it's not perfect. Does it look like what it's supposed to be? Okay, then good. You know? You know, it's all about staying positive. You gotta look at things positively. Think positive, have positive outcomes. Think negative, have negative outcomes. It's all your perception of things. Do you know? Do you know what I mean, man? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I could never. Yes, it does. It does look like that, doesn't it? That's good. Then we're winning. Alright? What are you up to tonight, Natasha? I wish you guys get the TikTok stream doesn't really matter. You don't need to see what's going on my right now. YouTube has 0 viewers and it has not had a single view since I went live, so it's very slow. But my setup is much better on YouTube, I would say. What are you getting up to? Just chilling at home? Or are you like sitting on the bed, sitting on the couch, just scrolling the TikTok? Scrolling your life? Scrolling the hours away? Honestly, same. I do it a lot. I really do. That's why I have so many reposts. Am I still on For You page? Yeah, we're still on there. Awesome. We are still on FYP. At least I think we are. Yo, what up, Fist Pump? Welcome in. Everybody gets a welcome. Dre, welcome. Jaxie, welcome. Mitch, welcome. Everybody's welcome. We're playing some Diablo 4. We're side questing right now, actually. We got TikTok running on the left of me, YouTube running on the right. And I need to check the levels because the sound is going crazy right now. Well, it's actually, I just can't hear my music. I hope everyone's doing good. Yo, welcome in Mongolia, Mitch, Dre, all y'all super sexy fellas, ladies and fellas. I don't know what you look like, but I just assume that you're sexy. You know what I mean? Just got to give you an eyebrow raise on that one.
You can check out.
I'm not checking out. I'm checking in. Hello. Sitting in my pajamas without a shirt on a Tuesday evening after eating an entire medium pizza. Life is good, you know? It is good. I could laugh right now, but I'm full of pizza. Yo, go to CADS, welcome. Even if the people are already gone, I'm gonna welcome them. Yo, hi, what up, princess? What up, Ryle? Okay, Ryle? That's a strange V. What up, yo? Thanks for tapping. It's always nice. You know, a candle loses nothing by lighting the wick of another candle. You know what I mean? It costs nothing to be kind, so I appreciate that shit, guys. A comment, a hello, how are you? You know, the energy. You gotta keep the vibes alive, you know what I mean? And keep them rolling. Like Limp Bizkit. Call me Fred Durst, because I'm rolling. Diablo 4 is actually streaming live. I can just tilt you this way a little bit. I figured I would just do the gaming stream separate from the interactive. So I got Diablo 4 running right here. And then I'm just doing the TikTok thing on the side. Having a little chill Tuesday, you know what I mean? Demon Hunter? Nah, you are? You play Demon Hunter? That's Demon Hunter is D3. Now they got Rogues. But yeah, I play a similar class. Right on though, that's cool. I love D3, man. D3 was a lot of fun. I can't stand the rain. What was I gonna say about Demon Hunter? Yeah, so I play a mobility-based class, which is it's been now season 7 since like late January. And the expansion, the Diablo 4 expansion, is now in its 7th season. No, well, I mean, Diablo 4 in itself is 7 seasons in, but they've released a new class in this expansion called Spiritborn. So that's the class that I'm playing, Spiritborn. It's pretty fun. It's a good class. It's pretty similar to the Demon Hunter. What up? Welcome, BGK, AJ, Vienna, all y'all wonderful people. If you're still here, thanks for popping in. Thank you for popping in. Lots of love. Do me a favor and double tap before you leave. That's all I ask. If you're gonna pop in, before you pop out, give me a double tap, you know what I'm saying? Yo, thanks for the follow, Jennifer. appreciate it. That's what we call love. A candle loses nothing by lighting the wick of another candle. You know what I mean? So, I appreciate that. It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and a beautiful day for a neighbor. Could you be my neighbor?
Go ahead and say something, motherfucker. I was fat too.
Okay. Okay. Liz, welcome. Everybody gets a welcome, even if you're gone already.
I can't want it more than you.
Yeah.
And so many people just want it the easy way. I'm sorry, man. It's not. So what they start to do is they build this narrative. It's okay. When the narrative should be, you need to fucking work harder. You need to fucking you need to help people more.
That literally went all the way down the wrong tube.
It's okay.
Just choking to death on live. Everybody, yeah. Tune in today. Dylan's gonna breathe in pop.
If that's acceptable, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. You know it's your life. That's unacceptable. And you're just saying.
So we're playing Diablo 4, and I've recently just completed the. No, yeah. Let's hope not, right? Holy, that was not comfortable. But yeah, pop in the airway is always good, right? But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I just started the Endgame basically. The Endgame being I've reached max level. It's not really max level, because there's an indefinite Paragon level system that allows you to continue leveling. Fernando, welcome. Everybody gets a welcome even if you're already gone. I know that scrolling through doesn't really equate to an actual view, but if I see your name, I'm gonna welcome you. Oh shit. I don't think my YouTube has gotten a single fucking play, man. I don't know. Who watches YouTube Live? Nobody, apparently. Am I still on the For You page? I am. That's wild. So, I will stay live as long as I stay on that page, because that's the only way I get viewership. There's no other way around it. And that's the only point to streaming. If you're just gonna sit there and be a bum and not interact, then you might as well not be doing it. That's why they kick you off For You page for Wow! Still choking. They will I can't say the K sound without choking. They will kick you off the For You page if you do not talk incessantly. Like it's sure, if you're like on Adderall or whatever, that's not a problem. But if you're a real person that doesn't have a script for ADHD medication, it's not a good look. You gas out pretty quick. I don't have ADHD medication. I'm just saying. I have ADHD. I just don't have the medication. Struggle is real. That's just the name that we've given to growing up in a society or a time where we're constantly being bombarded with information and constantly hitting our brains with stimulation, when really all our brains were designed to do was sit in a cave and eat berries. Do I have ADHD? Yeah, most likely. I do, like, I have task paralysis a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a general anxiety disorder. I haven't seen my chart, but I'm pretty sure that because I've been on medication for shit before. Like, I used to take like the antidepressants and anti-anxiety. But I don't take any of that stuff anymore. I just exercise. Exercise does it. Good food and exercise is medicine. They say if you don't eat your food as medicine, you'll have to eat medicine as food later in life. You know?
Whether they be technological, political, or
Oh, that was gross.
we have the wrong people.
Got a little bit of a loogie there. Nasty.
Systems may be all right.
That's from that nasty vape.
We are all in various ways.
I hate vaping, but like if I go for like a beer after a long workout or something, I will like have a hankering for nicotine. And yeah, I got a vape this one day, and then I'm like, why did I get this so big? Like, I got it way bigger than it needed to be. Like, I just needed like a small one for the night. But I ended up getting this big honking thing, this thing, and it's like, how are we putting LED displays in disposable units? That seems like such a waste. You know what I mean? Like, is technology advanced that far that we can just dispose of LCD screens en masse? Like, this is a disposable unit. Like, what the heck is going on, folks? How are we just disposing of technology like this? Like, oh, that's done. Chuck it. Like, what? What's going on? I guess it is just like a small battery and electricity. It's a rechargeable battery and like small light bulbs, but whatever. I don't know. It just seems wild to me that something like that would get disposed of. It just seems like, am I the only one that sees value in an item like this? That like we shouldn't just be tossing this in the garbage? Like, look at this. This is like, do you know what goes into the refinement of making this plastic? You know what I mean? Like, it's wild. Like, how much... Oh, done! You know what I mean? Put it in the bin. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's wild. Like, we are creating a problem with these. Beyond just what they do to your health. Like, how many of these things are in landfills right now? You know what I mean? It's actually a problem. I'm sure they recycle the materials. But how many people are responsibly disposable? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can't use... I got a paper fucking straw, pardon my language. But we're throwing away millions of dollars of plastic. Good night. What up, Aisha? Thanks for joining. I gotta stop trying to choke to death. I don't know what they say. Good morning. Welcome from Singapore. Wow. Welcome to the show. I'm side questing right now. I'm playing excuse me. I'm playing a game on YouTube right now. Not on YouTube, but I'm streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I've been choking all night. It seems like every time I drink from the straw, it just goes straight into my lungs. And it's because they gave me this jacked up straw. They gave me a jacked up straw that was meant for a slushie. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Sort of thing at 75 years of life, you'll be getting a little
So you're on YouTube
It's a
watching
straw.
and
It's
eating popcorn,
poison. Yeah.
But did you know
They
there's a
poisoned
YouTube
my
music app
straw.
where you can
No, they
listen
put
to
paper in
podcasts
my
about
drink. I don't
popcorn?
know. It's a recycle straw. Yeah. Well, it's a paper straw. It's gross.
Listen
Just
for
gets
free on the
soggy.
YouTube Music app.
But
Taste for something different.
yeah, no, I'm streaming on YouTube and
You
Twitch,
move over to an adventurous dimension
and
where there were sudden dangers involved.
right now I'm trying to get it going on YouTube.
And you could rescue
YouTube
princesses
just
from
seems
dragons
like the more sensible option.
and go on dangerous journeys.
I don't know.
Make
Like
wonderful
you,
explosions.
I'm not been good at streaming. I don't know. I've just not done well with it.
And after you've done that,
I was on Twitch. I made affiliate on Twitch,
think up a new
and then
rhythm
after that,
to forget that you were dreaming.
but yeah, I'm here.
You would think it was all for
I'm
real.
here.
And to be
I guess that's what matters.
It must be so great when you woke up. I wonder what you would do if you had the power to dream any dream you wanted. I wonder what you would do if you had the power to dream any dream you wanted.
I wonder, what would you do if you had the power to dream any dream you wanted to? Man, that pop just gave me a headache. I need water.
How far out could you get? What could you take?
Gave me a little bit of a headache.
Because you know you'd eventually wake up.
Okay.
After you'd gone on doing this, you see, for some time, you would suddenly find yourself
We're off for you, Paige.
with all your personal involvement, problem. How do you know if that's
I don't have to try so hard now. Oh shit. I didn't even realize I had the heater on. Ugh. What did you, where did I get it? My tattoo gun? Amazon. Yeah. Yep, good old Amazon. And I wonder, what would you do if you had the power to dream? I got myself some Eat Mores, but I was gonna get one on Temu. I wouldn't get a tattoo gun on Temu. Honestly,
What would you do if you were God?
I wouldn't do that. It's just because it's Temu and tattoo guns are kind of something you want to get a quality
What would you do if you were God?
product of. Like, first of all, let me tell you,
What would you do if you were God?
my brain is mine.
What would you do if you were God?
If anything, if you're gonna get a cheaper one, fine, but get
What would you do if you were God?
get one that's what you call it, wired. You know you're gonna see that, like wired, like with the foot pedal, not battery. There's a battery one. Anything that runs on a battery is gonna be worse.
Wouldn't it be cool if building a website felt like working in your favorite design tool? With Framer, it is. First is the freeform canvas. You can place anything you want anywhere on the page. And when you're ready to add more structure, you've got stacks and grids. Make your layouts fluid. Add padding and spacing. Align content to grids. and choose units that work for you. Then add breakpoints and make your site look great on every device. And if you already started in Figma, you don't have to start over. With our Figma plugin, it's simple to copy, paste, and go. Plus, with standardized pages and sections, it's easy to build fast. Framer gives you all the tools you need to build websites that look amazing, without code, on any screen. So get started for free today.
But don't get the same one I did if you want. Probably I can send you a link, and yeah, it's. I like my haircut. I have bad skin. Yeah, skin.
My name is Dr. Megan Armstrong. I work in PEI at a collaborative, team-based patient medical home. I provide outpatient care and inpatient services at our local tertiary hospital. I've been working in PEI for 10 years now.
You are gonna get. Yeah, I'll send you a link.
So a real strength in PEI when it comes to remuneration is that we have the salaried option, which a lot of places don't have. And what that does is it lets me focus on the part of the job that I feel like is most important. I don't have an interest in being a business owner. I want to come to work and be a doctor. And so I can get up in the morning and I can come to work and I can focus on my team and I can focus on my patients, and I don't have to worry about those pieces of the puzzle that I don't think improve patient care. With the new agreement and the improvement in our salary and some of the barriers from an administrative point of view that it's taken away, I feel like it really sort of accelerates that benefit. At the end of the day, we all get into medicine to that goal.
Here's an old one. This is like. That's a much smaller round mag. I'd say that's probably about a 7 round mag, and this is
Now,
12 round mag.
I want to put it two ways. I'm not saying
That's
that it's a bad thing, something to be condemned, to take your own individual life seriously, in dead earnest, and to have all the problems that go with that.
Scorpio.
Do you understand that being that way,
Scorpio.
that being a real mixed up human being is a manifestation of nature?
That's so
That is something just like patterns on the waves are.
Yeah, you're gonna also, if you get a round mag that's wider, don't get the small dip cut.
Patterns on the wave. Patterns on the wave.
I should probably make it tattoos.
Patterns on the wave.
No, I shouldn't.
Patterns on the wave.
I'll just do it. It's not even like.
Or like a seashell.
This is a bigger dip cut.
You know, we pick up shells. I always keep one around,
Yeah, I don't.
sort of as an
do
example.
expert on anything. I just know what I know.
Many things.
If I don't know what I know, I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Say, my goodness,
Basically,
isn't
how
that
it goes. Right?
gorgeous?
Like,
There's not an aesthetic fault in it anywhere. It's absolutely perfect. Now,
Scorpio as well?
I wonder if these fish look at each other's shells and say, don't you think she's kind of fat?
Either or.
Oh my, those markings aren't really very well spaced.
I'm like a Halloween baby.
Because that's what we do. Patterns on the wave.
Getting a shirt, you don't need to sit. Oh, the
Patterns on the wave. That's what we do.
Yeah. I don't know.
Patterns on the wave.
Human beings have a, like, they have a proclivity
Patterns on the
to
wave.
kind of want to be the expert on
That's
things,
what we
so
do.
We have like a.
See, we don't realize that all of us, in our various goings-on and behavior and so on, are just as much, and more marvelous,
My mom was actually
much more
divorced
complicated,
too.
much more interesting.
It's like she.
All these gorgeous faces that I'm looking at.
She will
You know, every one of them.
straight up,
Some are supposedly pretty, some are supposedly
like,
not so
try to
pretty.
answer questions and give answers.
But they're
subjects
all
that she doesn't even know.
absolutely gorgeous. And everybody's eyes is a piece of jewelry beyond compare.
She'll actually just sit there and try to give you an educated answer.
Beautiful.
She has no education.
Beautiful.
So people are just kind of like that.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
But I try not to do that. What I'm trying to say. That would drive me nuts.
Patterns on the way.
I hate her, but she's my mom and I love her.
Patterns on the way.
Speaking of which, I got a text her back.
That's what we do.
Throwing a shirt on, you know, and sit in my
Patterns on the
chair,
way.
and I don't want to have to think about the fact that someone's punching me.
Patterns on the way.
I'm sitting in a unflattering
That's what we
position
do.
or something. Like it's just, your mom's the same. Yeah, no. The thing is, it's not just the mom, Natasha. It's literally people in general that like that. Oh snap! I got a viewer. I didn't even know. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm here. I'm back. I'm side questing. Sorry, YouTube. I got sidetracked. I'm on TikTok as well, streaming over here. So now I don't know where to go with this one now. Sorry. I'm afraid. I'm being pulled in different directions. I don't know what to do. It's okay. I'll do both. This is a Joico moment. This is a Joico moment. This is one of those moments where it's like, oh, this is hard. Good. Good.
Very scary
Now I have to pay
situation
attention.
when you are
Two
on
angles.
one side of the door and your mind is racing.
Three
because on the
angles,
other side
because
of
the
that
stream's
door,
running
it could
two
be no one.
cameras.
It could be 4 guys with 4 AK-47s. That door you're about to open could be booby trapped. So once you open it, boom, your legs are gone.
So,
There's 1,000
all right, never
things
mind.
to
I
think
don't
about
have to look at that.
when you're the first guy, second guy, third guy, getting ready to go in a room
But I
and
had my
flood it.
computer.
And that's why I talk about the warrior mentality. And that's why so many people
And I don't know if
are
that's like
lost
third.
when I start talking. You have the right. You're lucky that you don't have to think like warriors think. You're very
No,
privileged.
I just felt bad because everything was on the chair.
I chose this world
I'm trying to get this
to be a warrior.
going.
To be a warrior.
I have like 950
To be a warrior. I chose this world
That's less than like
to be a warrior.
It's
And I would choose it again if I came back to this world.
Not counting text platforms.
The mentality of a warrior is very different than normal mentality. You must be that person on that door, get ready to open it, thinking to yourself, if I die, so be it. The only way you can go in that door is knowing there's a great chance you're gonna die. Like being a SEAL, you train with live ammo.
I have this
You jump out of an airplane. Everything you do, you could die. To be a warrior, why people don't understand me, I'm glad you don't understand me. Merry Christmas, good on you. Because being a warrior takes a whole different mindset. A whole different mindset to know that there's a great chance I may not be in the military. Like, I was in for 21 years. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky that I'm alive, able to talk to you, able to still run.
Why do you need this?
But when you sign up on the dotted line to be a SEAL, your mentality changes.
We're playing a game, you wanna like...
I may not live. You gotta accept that.
Why?
And that's the mentality you have. And that's what makes you a warrior. If you're scared to die,
That's what you share on whatever social platform you use.
you're a bad warrior.
You need to like separate socializing.
I chose this world
Like you're separating socializing.
to be a warrior.
You're supposed to be like socialized
To be a warrior.
away from the platform.
To be a
The
warrior.
platform is on social media. So the
I
social
chose this
platform,
world
Why do you need to
to be a
separate
warrior.
socialization?
And I would choose
Social
it again if I came
platform
back to this
another
world.
social platform. Like, what the fuck?
It still works for me in life as far as attacking things. No matter what avenue I choose, I want to be the very best. And the very best may not be I'm number one. The very best is that I leave everything inside of me out. out there. So attacking is not like, oh, I'm gonna win this or win that or be the best. The best is I'm running against myself in everything I do. And that's what I attack. I attack myself. I'm always questioning myself. I'm always holding myself accountable. Because you know what? At least I look at everything I do now in life, and this sums it up. I hated jumping out of airplanes. I hated shooting guns. I hated the job as a Navy SEAL. But I did it because I wanted to change myself. Everything I do, I'm not really comfortable doing. But if you choose to go that route, to go be a Navy SEAL, you might as well go be the hardest motherfucker in the world.
If you have cartoons, then that shit happens to you as well. But, alas,
I chose this world to be a warrior. To be a warrior. To be a warrior. I chose this world to be a warrior. And I would choose it again if I came back to this world. Because if you're choosing to do something, you have two routes. You can go there and be a little weak person and get through barely, and that's your reputation. Or you can go through the hardest guy you can possibly be, and that's your reputation. So my whole thing is, if you're gonna choose to open that fucking door in Iraq or Afghanistan, open the motherfucker and go in hard. Because they're gonna remember you by slowly opening it and peeking in. So if you're gonna open it, and you made the mind to open it, don't crack it open. Open the fucking door and go in. That's with life. If you're choosing to do something, attack it. Because they're gonna remember you as not attacking it. So I want to be remembered. You can hate me, but one thing you can't say about me, I didn't attack it. So that's the mentality you have. If you're gonna do something, you might as well attack it, because you can do it anyway.
Better than alcohol, man. Yeah, and the funny thing is, if you're trying to stop drinking, you need something better than alcohol. And alcohol's pretty good. So you better find something a lot better, man. Esteemable people do esteemable things. It's like, yeah, well, you want to figure out something that you're doing with your life that's worth not getting drunk and screwing up. You might say, well, why do people drink too much? If you like alcohol, that's a stupid question. Why do people drink too much? Well, because it's great. So why stop? Well, you do stupid things when you're drunk. You hurt yourself, you compromise your health, it's really hard on the people around you, you tend to turn into a liar, and it screws up your life. It's like, yeah, but it's pretty fun. Yeah, well, it is, but you need something better than that. And what's better isn't being straight and not making mistakes. It's like that's all prohibition in some sense. What's better is, no, you need an adventure, man. Alcohol is an interesting drug. Alcohol, it's a hell of a drug. Alcohol, it's a great drug. But the problem is, it's a great drug. No, you need an adventure, man. You need to get out there and have something to do, something worth waking up for. That's the substitute for the addiction. Actually, the addiction is the substitute for that, if truth be known. Alcohol really is a good drug for coping with anxiety. It makes you more extroverted and enthusiastic, more full of positive emotion. And the second thing it does is reduce anxiety. It's a great drug. But the problem is, it's a great drug. For the moment, alcohol is an interesting drug. Alcohol, it's a hell of a drug. Alcohol, it's a great drug. But the problem is, it's a great drug. Alcohol is an interesting drug because it actually doesn't make people stupid. People who are drunk will take far more risk, and you might say, well, that's because they're too stupid to understand the risk. It's like, no, they're not. If you ask them about the risk when they're drunk, they can outline it perfectly. What it stops them from doing is caring about the risk. That's why you can drive around drunk at high speed in a car, which is a really stupid thing to do. It's fun. You know, like so many things. It's like jumping off a cliff. True until the last 1/10 of a second. It's like then you're not flying, man. Alcohol is an interesting drug. Alcohol. It's a hell of a drug. Alcohol. It's a great drug. But the problem is, it's a great drug. Alcohol is an interesting drug.
But that's just
Alcohol. It's a hell of a drug.
and
Alcohol.
that kind of goes.
It's a great drug.
That's kind of like
There's
it's not
consequences.
like a concrete.
Meaning wave. Life is as kind as you let it be.
You have a smoke in like light. You know, didn't really feel it.
Rollo May, the distinguished psychiatrist, wrote a wonderful book called Man's Search for Himself. And in this book he says, the opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it is conformity. The opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it is conformity. And there you have the trouble today. Conformity. People acting like everyone else. Without knowing why, without knowing where they're going. Now think of it. In America right now, there are over 14 million people 65 years of age and over. And about 13 million of these 14 million are broke. They're dependent on someone else for life's necessities. Now we learn to read by the time we're 7. We learn to make a living by the time we're 25. And yet by the time we're 65, we haven't learned how to become financially independent in the richest land that has ever been known. Why? We conform. We conform. We conform. The opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice. It is conformity. The opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice. It is conformity. And the trouble is that we're acting like the wrong percentage group, the 95% who don't succeed. Now, why do these people conform? Well, they don't know, really. These people believe that their lives are shaped by circumstances, by things that happen to them, by exterior forces. They're outer-directed people. A survey was made one time that covered a lot of men, working men, and these men were asked this question. Why do you work? Why do you get up in the morning? 19 out of 20 had no idea. If you ask them, they'll say everyone goes to work in the
People
morning.
run with these things.
And that's the reason they do
I
it.
would feel fucking
Because everyone else is doing it.
I would feel
The
like
opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice. It is conformity.
you realize that? Like you see those videos, right?
The opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice. It is conformity.
Is this what they did to you? Is this how they tried to break you till they got what they were after? In your heads must still be the remnant of a brain. In your hearts must still be the desire to be a human being again.
Why? We conform. We conform. We conform. 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 Why? We conform. We conform.
You ever heard of Cure the Dawn? When you get to where you want to go in life, you finally get there, you finally reach that point, and you're there, and you're happy as hell. Realize this. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. not staying the same. When you get to where you want to go in life, you finally get there, you finally reach that point, and you're there, and you're happy as hell. Realize this. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. So you get to where you think the journey's ended, and you're sitting back and you're like, I arrived. I'm on Mount Everest. I climbed 29,029. The best thing to do is fall back down that damn mountain as fast as you can. And start climbing. Find the next climb. When you get to where you want to go in life, you finally get there, you finally reach that point, and you're there, and you're happy as hell. Realize this. You're not there yet. 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 You're not there yet.
meaningwave.com. Because happiness is a side effect of meaning.
Some of us become entitled. We think our pain entitles us to feel sorry for ourselves, or that we're entitled to good fortune because we survived hell. Of course, feeling entitled doesn't make it so. Understand, the clock is always ticking, and at some point your golden hour will expire unless you take action. Take action. The clock is always ticking. Take action. Take action. Take action. The clock is always ticking. Take action. People who get lost in their past, the ones who bore their friends and family with the same tragic story over and over, over and over and over, without showing a hint of progress, remind me of a skydiver who becomes too fixated on their tangled parachute. They know they have a backup ready to go, but burn so much time trying to fix the primary chute that they forget to track their altimeter. And by the time they cut the first chute away and pull the second ripcord, it's too late. 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 Take action. Take action. The clock is always ticking. Take action. Take action. Take action. The clock is always ticking. Take action. Part of the problem is that they have become terrified of pulling that second cord, because if it's also fucked up, then they truly will be helpless. That is a mental trap set by fear. We cannot afford to remain afraid of cutting away dead weight to save ourselves. I was that skydiver for far too long. My father was violent. My mom was broken. I was bullied, laughed at, and misunderstood. Check, check, and checkmate. And yet, I was breathing free, and I was not bleeding. Physically, I was alive and well, and perfectly capable of cutting all of that bullshit away. I'd wasted way too much of my life telling myself the same sad story. I needed to move forward. It was time to write something new. Take action. Take action. The clock is always ticking. Take action. Take action. Take action. The clock is always ticking. if God or nature tore your life apart. The good news is that you really have nobody to blame. Yet, the randomness of it all can feel so personal, as if you've been marked for doom by the fates. If you feel wronged by somebody else, you may be waiting on a confession or an apology in order to move forward. But I'm sorry to say the apology, that tearful confession you've been dreaming of, will never come. The good news is, you don't need anybody else to free you from your trauma. You can do it on your own. My father never apologized to me. Nobody ever said sorry for anything I went through. I had to come to the conclusion that while I didn't deserve any of it, I was my main problem and primary obstacle. I'd given my father all my power. I had to take it back. I had to diffuse my demon. I had to shrink him down to the lowly, pathetic figure he was by, humanizing him, just as there was no other way to come out of the gauntlet. That was my childhood, except fucked up. I had to see that he was a mortally fucked up piece of shit because of what he went through. Once I understood that, it was up to me to either do the hard work to break that cycle or stay cursed. Like medics on the scene of a car accident, we all must act with a sense of urgency and tune into that ticking clock in the back of our minds. There is a drop-dead time on everything we do in life. All our dreams and visions come with expiration dates, etched in invisible ink. Windows of opportunity can and do close, so it is imperative that we do not waste time on bullshit.
Yeah. I failed to realize you appearing in the multiple dimensions at once right there. Actually,
the clock is always
whoa,
ticking.
that just broke my mind because
Take action. Take action.
If you're viewing my phone,
take action.
Viewing the mirror, which is
the clock is always ticking.
Viewing you, me viewing
take
you,
action.
Viewing and
take action. Take action. The clock is always ticking. Take action. Take action.
What the fuck?
Take action. The clock is always ticking.
Oh shit.
Take action.
My god. Yo, can I go live on... I don't know. Fuck. Whatever. Okay, hold on. Let me just recollect my life. Cora Lee, welcome. I always welcome everybody, even if you're just scrolling by. Just double tap the screen before you do, is all I ask.
Akira.
Is that Kai? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pitts is Kai. Dude, just flexing. Look at that super lean beef, baby. Massive meat. Got Arnie over here. It's not the tuna. Hold on. We're gonna talk to Arnie real quick.
And you can do that. 90% of it is just showing up.
It's not the tuna. It's not.
Get there and start working.
I'm a copy with you.
You're not gonna feel perfect every day.
Don't talk to me like that. Who do you think you are?
Gotta be those days you push through. This is what I want you to do.
I was born.
Write down what you would like to fix about your life.
I did a push-up.
If you're 30 pounds overweight, you
I
want to lose
threw a
30 pounds,
pineapple.
do it the right way.
I kicked the doctor in the shin, and I told him to make me a steak. He didn't want to. He said it's not good for me. He said I'm a baby. I said shut up, girly man. I lift. I killed the cow. I cooked the steak on the fire that I made myself. The dried kidney made from straw.
Look at the guy who never lies, always does the right thing, and fucking helps everybody out. And
that was Arnie's
the
segment.
John Wayne character, you know, that's the ultimate hero.
I should just get people tattooed on my body that I can do impressions of. That'd be good.
You have to be the hero.
The definition? Yeah, it's lean. I'm lean. I'm not. I'm leaning out. I even changed my stack to stop the boost, so I don't protein load anymore. Corally, welcome. Everyone gets a welcome, even if you're just joining or passing through. Double tap before you do. Thank you for the finger heart. Love you.
You look at yourself, you realize that if you were judging yourself, you would judge yourself unfavorably.
Yo,
You can't
we got
pretend
squad. This one's we're squatting up.
of your story.
Yo, just for that, I'm gonna drop a flare on the stream right now.
Most people get stuck
I
in
just
these
dropped a
patterns,
flare.
find themselves in a person who doesn't follow
Yo,
through
I
with their
would.
ideas.
You know I would.
When I start things and I quit. No, you don't.
You know I would, son.
No,
Here
you
we go.
have started things and you quit, and it gives you a
It's
hard
actually
sense of
really good.
regret. Because when you
Spinach,
define yourself by that, you're not who
bacon.
you were
It's
a year ago. You're not who you were 5 years ago.
cheeseburger
You're not who
basically,
you were
but
last week.
bacon cheeseburger,
So
pineapple.
you gotta
So
regulate
bacon,
how much you
cheese,
dwell on regrets of the past. You really gotta be careful.
beef crumble, pineapple, and
You have to be
what the fuck?
the hero of your own story.
Dick, what? Yo, TikTok is tripping right now. Great losing it. I'm losing activity in my life. Back to your mouth, TikTok. I've been talking this entire time. I haven't shut my mouth. I can barely breathe right now, man. What do you mean inactivity? I ain't even a peak. I gotta charge my phone. President's choice, or did you make it? Bro. Hold on, Kai. Hold that thought, Dad. Let me just go ahead and... What? You see that? You know what that is? Dominoes. Merci. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Yeah. Dominoes. Yo, you know what'd be sick right now?
This is a battle that you will fight
If I did
for the rest
this,
of your life. But the key is to fight it.
actually,
Don't
if
give
I
in
did
to that
this,
resistance. Fight
hold
that
on.
resistance. And in
No,
doing
no, no.
so, every
I
day
didn't
you
mean to
do
do
so,
that. I
you
meant
have
to do
won the
this.
battle for that day.
One sec.
You
Dooley.
will continue to fight that
Dooley.
battle. You
Give me
have
it.
to be
There it is. Fuck yeah. Let's put this.
You've got big goals. You need to
Oh, I'm
deliver the
still
right
streaming
training
on
to the right
YouTube, by the
people
way.
at the right time.
Wow.
And you need a learning platform that can keep up. Forget what
Domino's
you know about
pan.
funky learning
I don't know
technology.
about that, man.
We'd like you to meet
This
VoH.
is kind of doughy, no?
Designed with
This
both
is
administrators
thin
and
crust.
learners
I didn't
in
really
mind.
ask for thin
Our
crust
platform makes training
because they
simple
already
and
give you
seamless.
thin crust because they're cheap.
Whether you want to deliver a targeted training effort, provide personalized upskilling at scale,
Oh, shout out
or
Iron
drive
Man.
elective learning, VoH makes it easy to meet your goals. You
But
can
yeah,
quickly
anything
find
with
content
I
and
just love
create
pizza.
structured learning plans
To be
to
honest
help you
with you,
create an inclusive culture, upskill and
I can
reskill your
eat
people,
pizza all
and
day.
develop effective leaders. We know that integrating AI into
Bro,
our offerings is
low-key,
crucial to
pizza is a
driving better
superfood.
employee learning
Go for a run,
experiences and preparing
like
teams
tomorrow,
for the
though.
rapidly changing skills landscape. Employees want learning that's
'Cause it's a carb
personalized to
load.
them. Upon logging in,
Gotta
we'll
burn.
gather information from
You don't
new
have to run, you
learners
can walk.
so we can tailor their
Just go for a
learning
walk.
experience and deliver
Be active
personalized content
tomorrow.
recommendations based on their learning
You
preferences,
don't have to run,
skill
but just
interests,
be active.
and job role. Say goodbye to endless searches
No,
for the right
running's not
learning
for everybody.
materials. Our AI-powered
I can't.
enhanced search feature
I've learned not to try to impose my
of your own story. And you can do that.
my lifestyle.
Of your own story. And you can do that. You have to be the hero of your own story. And you can do that. You have to be the hero of your own story. And you can do that. System will set out honeypots for people to get trapped in. The ideas of retirement, the ideas of the golden years, providing you benefits, providing you a healthy work environment. Why? Well, because they want people to work for them. They don't want people to realize their own dreams and escape. They want to set it up so that you stick around. Stick around in some sort of an unsatisfying world. It's up to you to see that video game problem, to see that issue as it comes up on the map, and calculate your future.
Monks used to keep skulls on their desks. And people nowadays think that was very morbid. Everything's falling apart. So don't try and stop it. When you're falling off a precipice, it doesn't do you any good to hang on to a rock that's falling with you. See? But everything is doing that. And so again, this is another case of our completely wasting our energy in trying to prevent the world from falling apart. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then you'll be able to do something interesting with the free energy. 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 Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. When the Hindu says everything is unreal, the Westerner reacts and says, no, you can't treat life as a dream. It's serious, it's real, it's for real. And what do you mean by that? And what do you mean by that? Look, how real do you want it to be? This is, in other words, everything, insofar as it's falling apart, everything is changing, it is like smoke. And we all feel that smoke has a lesser degree of reality than wood. It's an image of the evanescent, of the ghostly. So there's this idea the whole world is this mirage. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's only bad if you cling to it, if you try to lean on it. But if you don't lean on it, it's a grand illusion. So the word Maya means not only illusion, but it means art, it means magic, and it means creative power. So this is the big act. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then you'll be able to do something interesting with the free energy. With the free energy. With the free energy. Don't do it. And it's perhaps easier to feel the world in that way in a tropical country where death is very common and where you just watch things dissolve before your eyes and yet burst out and grow again. The whole world is changing. Maybe easier to think that way than in our environment. Although when you're out in California, the human landscape changes so fast that no town is the same for 2 years. Any mailing list that you have changes 1/3 addresses per annum. Nothing stays put. The hills are shadows and they flow from form to form and nothing stands.
Life is as kind as you let it be. Meaning Wave.
For some reason, God put me in almost every fucked up situation on the planet. So when I talk to people, it's not sugar-coated. I'm not saying it from I was 175 pounds my whole life. I don't say much to those people. Maybe you're a piece of shit. Maybe you want to be nobody. Maybe you're happy exactly where you are in life, because obviously you are. Maybe you don't have the determination to be somebody better than who you are. And if you want to live with that, I'll support you in that. If you're good with being who you are, and every day you wake up and every day you smell like shit because you can't wash your body well, and your skin's messed up because your health's so bad, and you can't put your clothes on right, you need help with that. You need help. When I was doing it, I need help wiping my ass. That makes you feel good? Nothing I can say to you. See, people are haunted, but they obviously like horror films because they keep watching the same fucking movie. I don't like horror films. A lot of people like horror films. So I don't say much to them. I say exactly what I said to you, right there. Because I was once you. I didn't like horror films, so I changed it. It gets real small when you're lazy and you're fat. Your will is so small that they don't have any. And you can't give it to them. Because this isn't a hack. This has to be in you. Something in you has to wake up. This isn't a hack. This has to be in you. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you. Sometimes you can read David Goggins' book because I was all this shit and then a lot more of fucked up. But if you don't have a little flame, you know, just barely, you're done. I can't light it for you. You have to explore, examine the insides of yourself. And what do you really want out of life? You have to explore, examine the insides of yourself. And what do you really want out of life? This isn't a hack. This has to be in you. Something in you has to wake up. This isn't a hack. This has to be in you. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you. Tragedy hunts us all, and any event that causes suffering will linger longer than it should if you let it. Because our sad stories enable us to grade ourselves on a forgiving curve. They give us latitude and justification to stay lazy, weak-minded motherfuckers. And the longer it takes for us to process that pain, the harder it is to reclaim our lives. Sometimes weakness and laziness are rooted in hate and anger. And until we receive the confession, apology, or compensation we believe we are owed, we stay stuck in our shit as a form of self-righteous rebellion against our tormentors, or even against life itself. Against life itself.
William Shakespeare put it this way: our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. George Bernard Shaw said, people are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. I don't believe in circumstances. People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. I don't believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, make them. Well, it's pretty apparent, isn't it? And every person who discovered this for a while believed that he was the first one to work it out. We become what we think about. Now, it stands to reason that a person who's thinking about a concrete and worthwhile goal is going to reach it, because that's what he's thinking about. And we become what we think about. Conversely, the man who has no goal, who doesn't know where he's going, and whose thoughts must therefore be thoughts of confusion and anxiety and fear and worry, becomes what he thinks about. His life becomes one of frustration, fear, anxiety, and worry. And if he thinks about nothing, he becomes nothing. And if he thinks about nothing, he becomes nothing. And if he thinks about nothing, he becomes nothing.
One of the great challenges in this world is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right, but not enough about the subject to know you're wrong. There's like a gazillion hours of me on the internet. In almost every case, I'm talking about the universe, black holes, the Big Bang, time travel, God. But what I'm gonna do in this masterclass is teach you how to think. The goal here is to train your mind how to see the world differently, how to question what others say. I've come to realize that there are 3 categories of truth: personal truth, political truths.
People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. I don't believe in circumstances. People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. I don't believe in circumstances. Now, how does it work? Why do we become what we think about? Well, I'll tell you how it works as far as we know. Suppose a farmer has some land, and it's good, fertile land. Now, the land gives the farmer a choice. He may plant in that land whatever he chooses. The land doesn't care. It's up to the farmer to make the decision. Now, let's say that the farmer has 2 seeds in his hand. One is a seed of corn, the other is nightshade, a deadly poison. He digs 2 little holes in the earth, and he plants both seeds. One corn, the other nightshade. He covers up the holes, waters, and takes care of the land, and what will happen? Invariably, the land will return what is planted. As it's written in the Bible, as ye sow, so shall ye reap. So up come the 2 plants, one corn, one poison. Now, the human mind is far more fertile, far more incredible and mysterious than the land, but it works the same way. It doesn't care what we plant. Success, failure. A concrete worthwhile goal, or confusion, misunderstanding, fear, anxiety, and so on. But what we plant, it will return to us. People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. I don't believe in circumstances. People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. I don't believe in circumstances. Continent on the earth. It contains riches beyond our wildest dreams. It will return anything we want to plant.
There is no hope in time. Everything is going to get worse in time. Because, as you know, it does. We all fall apart in the end. Everything falls apart. Institutions, buildings, nations, it all crumbles. And people say, well, that's an awfully pessimistic philosophy. Well, is it? Well, is it? I would rather say that the people who have hope in the future are the miserable people. Because they're like donkeys, chasing carrots that are dangled before their noses from sticks attached to their collars. And they pursue in vain, always hoping that tomorrow will be the great thing. The great thing. The great thing. Always hoping that tomorrow will be the great thing. The great thing. The great thing. And therefore incapable of enjoying themselves today. People who live for the future never get there. Because when their plans mature, they're not there to enjoy them. They're the sort of people who spend their lives saving for their old age and try to teach their children to do the same thing. Always always hoping that tomorrow will be the great thing.